Hello, welcome to Germany Tarot. We're going to do Virgo, May 15th to the 30th, second half. See what we got going on. German, I did record the first half of May, but we had some video issues, etc. So we're going to load those babies just for reference, but they were pretty intense. So we're going to do Gypsy Witch first. See how these babies fly. Okay, let's get some shuffle. All right, Virgo. Give me the story. Feels like I don't need much. Okie dokie. 1, 2. That wants one good clean one. There it is. All right. What do we got? So, birds. So, oh, hello. Okay, well, this is like uber positive. So far, we didn't clarify anything yet. You know what? I typically don't pull a card down here, but I just like did it out of habit. Central issue is the birds. So that means that there's chitter chatter going on. There's not a lot of committed communication. So it's a lot of internet stuff, texting, tweeting, and IMs, DMs, Ms, whatever y'all are doing nowadays, because I don't talk to many folk. So we have on this side, we have sun and moon, and that is enlightenment, realizations, knowledge, etc. The moon is also acknowledging someone getting recognition, or it's the intuition part. So you already know something, because that's just, I think, the way Virgo is. This side, you have children with love. So you have innocence, new beginning, etc., and love. So this is one side of it. This is the other. The middle is kind of like this back and forth. But I don't think anyone's saying anything on either side, because what's working against you is the metal. And that can be, you know, being awarded something, but it's also pride. And, you know, that kind of like, well, I deserve blah, blah, blah. I need blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, does that help you in the long run? Up here is the star. That is your hopes, your wishes, all that good stuff. You know, it's success and basically whatever you're going after. So that's like a really positive card, but just this pride streak is kind of making me wonder. So let's talk about, okay. You know what? It does kind of make sense, but it takes the reading in a new direction, which let's go there. Let's do this. So on top of birds, which is that flightiness, you have the letter, which is definitive communication. I'm just moving this puppy over here. We're not getting rid of it yet. Then you have the bride, which is what you want, which is what is wanted. What is, you know, it can be a union, but it can also be the more physical realm of wanting what you want, like materially. And then you have the whip, which is sexy time, but it's also a very aggressive card. Then you have the broken mirror, which is perceptions of people changing and surroundings and situations, and you kind of start seeing stuff for what it is, and coffin. So I took it because it's a pretty heavy story, but it seems like pertinent. So I want to find out what is going on in the surroundings, because I mean, you go from like this lovely thing to something changed, something really got shaken up, shook, shaken, shooken. You were shooken. So sun and moon. Let's find out what we're talking about here. The pig. Okay. The pig is ego. And I think, you know, which is funny because you had the pride, now you have ego. You have the fire, which is passion, but I think paired with the pig, it's passion that is untamed. It's untethered to being grounded, which the lightning, which is like the sudden thing. And then the funny thing is you have the scythe and the safe. So someone is getting, or something is getting axed out to keep you safe. To, sometimes people say this is keeping your emotions shut off, but I think with the sun and the moon, this is literally like, nope, I'm going to shut down. I'm going to keep myself safe. I'll talk to you later. Because over here, you have the children in love, which sounds fab, but you have the cat, which is falseness. Someone keeping up appearances. The tower is the commitments. It's, can you have, a relationship that's, I want to say committed relationship. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is your obligations. It's all the stuff like that. It can also be isolating yourself, going within and saying like, no, but this is, I get like someone's not honoring a contract, or someone went into something and it's not what they thought it was. Because then you have the ship, which means, it's longing, and I don't get the whole, it could be someone keeping someone at a distance, trying to just escape from the situation. But then you have the rider, which goes back to the messages thing, where I think communication is going to come in, but I don't think it'll really be directed, because then you have the clouds and the swords. So, it's like, there's a meme that so applies to me. It's like, I'm not good at apologies, so un-F yourself. Like that's, that's it. So it'll be like a sorry, not sorry, but sorry, if that makes sense. I had to wet my whistle on that one. So then we're going to go to the star, because there's so much underlying stuff, but everything, that was pretty, boom. You have the heart on top of the star, which is, okay, you know what you want, and it's all there, but what is it? Okay, the mountain. Okay. Which speaks to everything here. It's like the base level is fab, but everything around it is just work. And then you have the pride thing working against it all with the ego and the whole kit and caboodle. Who was that guy again? That was the flame, which is like unchecked. So you have the block. So all this good stuff is getting blocked because the fish is someone needs to put the work in and make the offer, because there's the bouquet. So I think this is physically seeing somebody or someone coming in and making the offer. So let's see. All right, just give me one more on the bouquet and then we'll call it a dizzy. To the lady. So this is either Virgo is going to get this, or Virgo needs to give this. And, okay, one more on the lady. Nice lady. All right. The wine. There will be celebration and stuff, or it's this person being, maybe celebrating too early. That's what I felt like I was trying to say. So, if it's Virgo waiting on this, you might not want to party too early, or, it's the chickens counting them before they hatch, that kind of thing. I don't think this is done, but there's major blockages until that switch comes. And I'm not sure if that's in the next 2 weeks. I'm not getting that vibe, but I mean, it flat out says what it needs to be done. It needs, someone has to get their act together, put the work in, give the offer, and you can be happy. But the pride thing is a block right now. So we're going to go to Art of Life Tarot, and we'll see what they have to say. So, ooh, hi. Okay. These came out together. 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Nice. 9 of Swords. And then you have Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. back to the offer, Two of Pentacles, make the decision, balance things out. It's like the do the dance. It's literally Degas dancers, the ballerinas. Then we have, for, just to cap it off, King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, which is right back to someone is sitting on it. This King of Cups, real emotionally stable. Oh, Knight of Wands on the bottom. So that could be your offer. Working on that biz. But the King of Cups has it together emotionally, like is stable. And the Seven of Pentacles is almost like I'll be here. I'll be here. Don't worry about me. But in the meantime, though, I see this Ten of Wands with Seven of Cups. There are options and there are things available to them. And it's almost like a burden that there are so many options and so many things to do. And what are we up to and what's going on? Nine of Swords in the noggin, thinking too much, really just kind of going in circles and like kind of dwelling on that. And let's see, this is that Da Vinci? That's Da Vinci, because I thought that was her. It is head of a young woman with tousled hair. Well, maybe because she's thinking so much, her hair got jacked. Then we have Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, which is that offer, is that balancing. So, what is Virgo thinking about? Oh, okay. Two of Swords, Emperor. You have two twos. It's back to the decision business, and it's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of, in the noggin. But the Emperor, this guy, has got it going on. Like, this is a boss. This is someone who's in control. And when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Like, there are no two ways about it. It's, the Empress is more warm and fuzzy. And I could have expected to see her, but this is like, nope, here's what we're doing. And then after that hump happens, Eight of Swords on the bottom. So I think in some ways Virgo feels bound to this situation. That it's like, well, I know that all this is there, so I'm not moving on, but you gotta hurry up, dude. I was like, let's talk about the Ace of Cups and Two of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Swords that was on the bottom came out to clarify that. So everything I just said, that's about it. So it's like you almost feel bound waiting for that decision, that offer to happen. And it's that chicks before they hatch. But then I was like, well, let's talk about the King of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Well, there's the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. And back in the Gypsy Witch, you had the Star. So it's like, yeah, the situation's shit right now. Pardon ma French. But there's a flipping point that it's almost unexpected, I guess I have to say, because there is so much blockage. Like, I hear tires screeching, like someone slammed brakes on, like, what? We're going to move on to Romance Angels. We're going to see what they have to say about the situation. We'll see. Let's see. How many was that, guys? All right. If it's 5, I wasn't going to take it. No, it's 4. We're good. Okay. Okay. So sorry. Sometimes I feel like these babies are hit or miss, but this one, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Romance Angels. So we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Remember I said about the waiting thing? The playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Remember how we had the child with the love? There's something, maybe shit got too serious. I keep cursing. I'm sorry. And then we have let go of control issues. Okay. So whatever was like the loggerheads, whatever was button heads about this, it's time to just this card literally says, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Then you have forgiving and learning. What happens after you let go of all this stuff and you realize someone is not quite who they were? I mean, there's a rectifying that has to happen. And I think I'm getting that someone just really needs to get over themselves between the pride and the pig and the, just those combinations and the block with the mountain and stuff. It's just a matter of getting over the hump. I don't know what that looks like, and I'm not getting any timing on it, so I can't really speak to that. But this is just the energy for the 15th to the 30th. So, it's a pretty decent window. Now, crystal deck. Love these dudes. We're going to see what they have to say about the situation. It's been pretty consistent. Oh, hi. Okay. Is that 5 or... Once again, 4. 4, and this kind of creeps me out a bit. See how you have one pink and everything, but the rest are black? Okay, that's a lot of black stone, but they're positive stuff. And I'm going to read them the way they popped. So you have Boji stone, which is duality, balance, cycle, identity. So a cycle. This is needs to come full circle again. The duality, I think, that with the broken mirror thing, you're finding someone's not what you thought they were. Their perceptions need to shift. So we have the Boji stone. Carnelian is creativity, vitality, regeneration, sexuality. So, maybe some stuff needs to get dealt with there, as far as, regeneration, which is I think that's the starting over again. Like a starfish lost a leg, it needs some time to regrow. That was a random sea life reference. But then we have Moldavite, which is grounding, connection, evolution, which I think it's the movement. And then you have the Hematite, which is originality, inner confidence, and protection. So I think once this starfish grows its little leg back, random, it's going to need some time. I mean, it's the evolution. There's, I think, a big change that comes out of this once you get to the other side of the mountain part. So the Boji stone is, balancing the feminine masculine in your life. You need to work with the female and male energies to realize where there's blocks and inequalities. Yep. So carnelian is, it's time to draw on your inner creative power and regenerate your life. In what areas do you feel stifled? Use this energy to move forward. Moldavite is, appreciate the good things already in your life and make plans to change what holds you back from fulfilling your intentions. So, what's it going to be, Virgo? Then we have Hematite, which is time to draw on your inner will to move forward, take responsibility for your existence, and work towards a state of grace. So there is, it's that evolution thing. It's almost, I get a level up feeling. And the black is never bad to me. It's just, how they say black is all colors? That's what I think. And white is the absence of color. I mean, you have all the colors to work with. It's almost like magician-ish. And then the pink is such a warm, I always think of pink as more healing, and emotional, even though green and blue are too, but that's what carnelian says to me. So I think there's a lot of change. You may be doing it alone, but the groundwork is there. It just needs to evolve, like Moldavite says. So I will be back in June because Jeremy is going on vacation and she's not taking me because I don't fit in a suitcase.